What we have today is a long passage, right? Tenemos un pasaje hoy que fue largo, ¿verdad? Right? We had a wonderful, wonderful reader, you know, if I may say so myself. Tenemos aquí un lector apuesto y muy bueno aquí. And still it was a little long, so I'm hoping to break this down a little bit for us. Así que yo espero poder y organizarlo parte por parte para nosotros en esta mañana. Now, to give you a quick sum up, this message is a message of insight and hope. It's a message of encouragement for our spirits. Este mensaje supone que sea un mensaje de esperanza y de ánimo para nuestros espíritus. Es un mensaje de perspicacia, de entendimiento. Now, before I go on talking about the mission that Jesus is sending us to, can somebody tell me real quick what that mission is? ¿Alguien me puede decir rapidito cuál es la misión? We talked about it last week, but if you don't remember, it's okay, I'm telling you. I just want to see if anybody remembers. La misión de la semana pasada, ¿alguien se acuerda? Yo le puedo decir, no se preocupe, solamente para ver. I'll tell you. We are being sent out, right? Jesus sent us out, you remember? Jesús nos envía, ¿se acuerdan? ¿Para qué? For what? To share the love, to proclaim, all of those things. We're in a mission, we are being sent out to bring the good news, las buenas noticias, ¿verdad? And if they're good news, they have to be what? Good, right? Si son buenas noticias, tienen que ser buenas, ¿verdad? Now, today, this passage kind of breaks it down a little more for us, and it tells us that Jesus sent people by how many? Que los envió de cuántos? In twos, in pairs, right? Now, there's something there, right? Remember, there's something about not going in this journey on your own, but God provides for us to be in little clumps, little groups of people, and then we come back together because they return, right? And then we come back and we're nourished again and we go right back out, right? So we're together, you're with me in this? Okay, están conmigo, ¿verdad? Que se han enviado de dos en dos y regresan, se nutren y vuelven y van, ¿verdad? This is kind of like the mission. Now, Jesus is saying, what is he saying about the work, about the harvest? This is, you know what, you have Bibles in front of you. I will ask you questions. Le voy a hacer preguntas si le saquen la Biblia que está aquí. Lucas 10, Luke 10. Because you got to help me out, okay? Me tienen que ayudar aquí. All right, so Jesus is saying, the harvest is what? Ooh, I'm going to give you a second. You read it, so you know? Okay. Plenty? Plenty. There's another version, I think it might be the Common English Bible maybe, that says, they translate it as, the harvest is bigger than you can imagine. Now think of something big. Think of a big, you know, what do you like to eat the most? A vegetable or something that something that grows to eat. What do you like? ¿Qué les gusta? Bendito Señor Jesús. Aguacate, yo voy a decir aguacate. So I'm going to say I love avocados, which I do. And close your eyes real quick for me, cierren sus ojos, and imagínense un campo completo de árboles de aguacate. Imagine a whole field of avocado trees. You have it in your mind? Yep. It is even more than that. Even more than that. You can open your eyes, it's just to make a point. More than you can imagine, the harvest, the people who are ready to hear this message, the people who are ready to join us in this trip, in this journey, in this mission, they're ready. There's so many people, more than we can imagine, they're ready, they're waiting, without them knowing it, to hear the good news. Jesus is telling us, you know, your work is ready for you to work it. Jesús nos está diciendo, el trabajo que te estoy dando está listo para que lo hagas. And so in this mission, he's being intentional about giving specific instructions, right? Así que Jesús tomó un momentito dándole instrucciones específicas. And can you help me look at these instructions? ¿Me ayudan a ver las instrucciones? All right. Saying first, the harvest is a lot, but what? Mucha cosecha, pero ¿qué pasa? The same verse, verse 4, I think. Maybe. Huh? Verse 3, maybe? Let me see. I have it in front of me, my goodness. So what does it say? The harvest is bigger than you can imagine, but there are few workers. Do you ever feel at church and when you're doing good things, there's so much that needs to be done, but not enough hands to do it? ¿Ya? A veces nos sentimos que hay tanto trabajo y no hay suficientes manos ni voluntarios para hacerlo, ¿verdad? Well, Jesus warned us that this was going to happen. And so what do? We go out, we recruit people, and we tell them, guess what? People need to hear that there is inclusion and there's love and there's healing. Won't you come help me tell them? That's all. That's all. Because, okay, I'm gonna keep my notes. I'm gonna follow my notes, okay? There's some significance in the number. How many people are being sent out? ¿Cuánta gente se está enviando? ¿Qué número? 70, 72, depending what translation you read. You know what that means? ¿Qué significa? Number of people? A number of what? Completion. It means all the way, everywhere. It don't mean, we're going to go to Norwalk or we're going to go to, I don't know, that's the first place I thought of because I saw you were reading. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean we're only going to go to this street, that's us. It means wherever you go, you are being sent out to bring this message with you. Donde quiera que usted va, donde quiera, usted ha sido enviado a llevar ese mensaje con usted. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to translate this into, Pastor Daphne lingo, okay? The harvest is so much more than you can imagine. We need more people. Go get them and tell them. Now, there's something that's a little scary, right? I'm sending you like a lamb among wolves. What is that? Other than scary, what is that? ¿Qué es eso? Enviarlo como un cordero en medio de los lobos. Huh? It's a risk. And let me tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. Why it's a risk. It'll tell us a little further down that there's a risk that people will not treat you right. There's a risk that people do not want to hear these good news that you're talking about. There's a chance that people will not be interested in anything that will come out of your mouth. And that's okay, because we've been warned. Nos dice la palabra que puede ser que no nos reciban bien porque vamos como corderos en medio de los lobos, pero estamos siendo advertidos, está bien, porque ese es el riesgo. Y cuando decidimos tomar esa misión y llevarla a cabo, ese es el riesgo que hay. When we decide to take on this mission, that's the risk that we face. Part of the instructions, if you're with me on verses 4 through 7, is carry no wallet, no bag, no sandals. Estoy los versos 4 al 7. Don't even greet anyone along the way. Let me pause. That sounds a little harsh, ¿no? Un poquito como, no sé, como grosero, ¿verdad? Ni saluden. Mira, no lleven bolsa, ni alforja, ni sandalia, y a nadie saluden por el camino. So I was looking into that because I don't imagine that Jesus will ask people to be rude, right? Estaba buscando más porque no me puedo imaginar que Jesús le diga a la gente, sean groseros, ignoren a todo el mundo. But here's the thing, it's not that simple. When we are carrying out the mission of Christ, cuando estamos llevando a cabo la misión de Jesucristo, we don't have time to waste on little conventions, the little traditions that are not important. I'm not saying hi to people is not important. I'm saying there are traditions and there are little things that happen within our families, within our tradition that are not as important. And if we get caught up on those little details, we will forget what the mission is. So, yeah, wave at the people and the traditions and the things and acknowledge them, but keep going, right? Don't get caught up in the little things that will stop you from carrying out the mission of sharing the good news. And in the case of a church, any church, we talk about conflicts and things that can keep us distracted, that will keep us from carrying on. En una iglesia como la nuestra hay muchas otras iglesias. El tipo de distracciones que nos mantienen, nos hacen que no sigamos nuestra misión. Se trata como de conflictos y tensiones que son normales, pero que son eso mismo, distracciones. But that's what they are, distractions that keep us from doing what we are supposed to be doing, that keep us from having our eyes and our vision on Christ, the source of that mission. You follow what I'm saying? Ese tipo de cosas nos distrae de la misión, de la meta que tenemos. Verse 5, verso 5. Whenever you enter a house, first say, what? Peace. Peace. Wherever you go, I know that's a greeting, but see, it's not saying don't greet them at all. Wherever you go, bring that peace with you. Greet them. I bring you peace. It's important. Hospitality is important, right? Not just when we offer it, but how we receive it. How gracious we are when we receive it, right? Because we all need some sort of help. We all are invited somewhere. We all are guests somewhere at some time. And that says something about us. Whenever you enter a house, first say, may peace be on this house. If anyone there shares God's peace, then your peace will rest on that person. If not, your blessing will return to you. Remain in this house, eating and drinking whatever they said before you. Hospitality is essential to us as the people who welcome others, but the way that we act when hospitality is being extended to us is also important. Because it says something about the message that we're bringing and about the people, the person that we follow, about the God that we serve, in the way that we react when somebody else helps us. I don't know about you, but I have needed help in my life a bunch of times. ¿Verdad? ¿Cuántos de ustedes han necesitado ayuda en algún momento en su vida? Y trabajamos fuerte y como quiera necesitamos ayuda. Pues mire, cuando se nos extienda, vamos a ser agradecidos, ¿verdad? Como, what is it that we say? Somebody help me. A caballo regalado no se le mira el colmillo. I'll give you a piece of candy if anybody can translate it from Puerto Rican Spanish. No? No takers? Okay. Don't look at the, what is it?
Give horse and bone.
There you go. Don't look at it. Well, the Spanish sounds funnier, but okay. Don't look at a gifted, what? The gifted horse's mouth. Yeah? That's it. Don't look at the teeth of the thing that has been given to you. You know, don't be picky. Don't be picky. When somebody's helping you out, we say thank you. And we take it, right? And if we don't need it, what do? We pass it on. We give it to somebody else, right? Amen. Because the way that we receive leaves something behind, right? It leaves something on the people who are helping us. We're being told there is something you're going to bring, so might as well be intentional about it and do it on purpose, right? Yes? Yes. You gotta help me out, okay? Once again, Jesus mentions one of the things that us disciples really value is the meals, the table. Nosotros como discípulos de Cristo, ¿verdad? Sí, la mesa es bien importante para nosotros. Esta, pero también la de allá, ¿verdad? This table, but also the one over there, right? Once again, Jesus uses the imagery of a table to tell us about this fellowship, this kind of relationship that we're to have with the people in the world. That's right. One of our commentators that I was using says that in the meals, we are shown the kingdom of God. And it tells about Luke 5 when Jesus is having a meal with the tax collectors. The people who we might not necessarily think about hanging around Jesus, right? Somebody who's trying to break kind of the system and the way things are normally done. But it shows us that the kingdom of God is not just what we think it is. It is not just made of people who look like me, right? And so the meal, once again, is the place where we are shown God's kingdom, and it means, it matters the way that we approach that, the way that we handle it, the way that we deal with it. Es importante la mesa, la cena, sea aquí y sea fuera de nuestra casa, en la misma iglesia, ya en el hall. Es importante la forma en que nosotros nos acercamos a la mesa y la forma en que manejamos esa mesa también, ya que estamos allí con gente. Once again, just like last week, Jesus tells us what to do when people do not receive us. What does it say? ¿Qué Jesús dice? Que cómo nos actuamos, cómo reaccionamos cuando alguien no nos recibe. ¿Ah? Shake it off and keep going. I'm going to stop real quick. Say something. When you are at church for months and weeks and years, in a lifetime, there are a lot of times when your feelings get hurt, when my feelings get hurt. And let me tell you, sometimes there are people who do things even knowing that they're wrong, inside and outside of church. But what is Jesus saying? ¿Qué está diciendo Jesús cuando nos hieren los sentimientos? Cuando dentro de la iglesia pasan cosas en la mesa del Señor, figurativa y literalmente. What is Jesus saying? Shake it off. You know why? Because this is not about me or about you. And I have to say this again because I have to be reminded of it again. Tengo que decirlo de nuevo porque tenemos que recordarlo de nuevo. Por eso se nos repite en la palabra múltiples veces. That's why it's repeated multiple times, right? Because we have to be reminded. When we are hurt during the mission, shake it off because it is not about you. And I'm going to stop furthermore and tell you. Some time ago, some things happened. And the pastor was really hurt. Like, really hurt. Hace un tiempo pasó algo en la iglesia y la pastora, les cuento aquí, honestamente estuve bien herida. And there were weeks and months when I was hurting and I felt like I was bleeding, right? I mean, not literally, right? But I was walking around, I felt like my wound was just bleeding. And I felt that I was walking around and I was leaving a trail of my blood because I couldn't offer that welcome. I couldn't offer that genuine love that I know I have been called to because I was hurting. But now, a lot of time has passed. And I'm reading this and I'm studying to bring something to you, and I am being reminded that I took this personal. And I made it about myself. And in doing that, I was focused on my hurt and I neglected the job that I have been called to do. And I say this to you because I think it's important that I show you that I'm not just, saying things that sound pretty. Que les comparto que cuando me tuve ese dolor, me enfoqué tanto en mí misma y en mi pesar que descuidé algunas partes de mi trabajo, de enviar ese mensaje. Because I was so focused on the bleeding, on that I was leaving a trace behind, a trace of hurt, a trace of distrust, right? Sí estaba dejando un trazo mientras caminaba, estaba dejando mientras caminaba marcas de dolor, de heridas, ya se me olvidó la palabra que es en inglés. I forgot that word. It was really good, but I forgot it already. My hurt was just bringing about more hurt because I didn't have that compassion that I needed to have. I didn't have that openness I needed to have because I was too busy protecting myself. And that energy was not meant for me to protect myself. That energy was meant to be invested in the community again. Esa energía que yo usé protegiéndome y guardándome, es energía que no me pertenece. Es energía que es para invertir en el reino, en la misión. When Jesus sends out the people and gives them instructions on how to behave, when people welcome them and not welcome them, and the people go and they come back, the people are telling the disciples, the apostles, the people who have been sent are telling Jesus, listen, I went to this place and all of these bad things, all these demons and all of these things that were afflicting the people there, we rebuked them. They're out. Cuando los discípulos van, los apóstoles son enviados y van y regresan, le dicen, oye Jesús, fuimos y aún los demonios y las cosas que estaban malas diciéndole, pesando en la gente, se fueron, los sacamos. Let me tell you something. This is what you and me are called to do. Esto es lo que ustedes y yo estamos llamados a hacer. And I'm not going to come in here and tell you the process for exorcism because I think that would be missing the point. No voy a venir acá a hablar de exorcismo ni cómo proceso, porque eso para mí no es el punto que está para esta mañana. The point is, when you go around, you are leaving a trace behind. El punto que quiero hacer es que cuando vamos por ahí, dejamos una marca. It can be a trace behind of hurt and jadedness, of distrust and of hurt. Or it can be a trace of healing, a trace that points to freedom, to things that have been called out and pulled out from within us and been thrown out, casted out. Because here is the bottom line of all this. Evil in all shapes and forms cannot stand against the kingdom of God.
Amen.
Do you believe it? Déjame decirlo de nuevo. Lo importante y lo más importante de todo es que no hay maldad en el mundo, en cualquier forma y cualquier estilo, que pueda pararse en contra del reino de Dios. And let me tell you, when you and I are sent, and when we go in obedience to what we have been called to do, and we shake off these things that are personal, evil cannot stand against you. But see what I'm saying? It's not about you personally. It's not that I get my feelings hurt and I'm going to be like, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus and I cast you out, demon. No. This is not about me personally. This is not about you personally. What I'm saying is, when division, which is evil, if you didn't know that, la división es mala, es malvada, ¿no? Si no me lo creen, pues, espero que me crean. Division is evil. Not forgiving, that's evil. And I'm saying it with fear and trembling, right? Because it is hard for pastors to forgive sometimes. Lo estoy diciendo aquí con temor y temblor, pero el no perdonarnos de Dios. Because if we hold on to these things and we are distracted from what we are supposed to be doing. Porque nos distraemos de lo que se supone que hagamos. And what I'm trying to tell you is, when you are being sent by God, supported, equipped, and nourished by the people of God, no evil can stand against you. Lo que estoy queriendo decir es, cuando vamos enviados por Dios, haciendo el trabajo de Dios, cuidando al pueblo de Dios, rodeado por el pueblo de Dios, no hay mal que se pueda parar en contra suyo. And I need you to leave this place believing that, because that's what Scripture is saying. Necesito que se vayan de aquí creyéndolo, porque eso es lo que dice la Escritura. You and I have a mission. Usted y yo tenemos una misión. We can't get distracted with none of this nonsense. Estas cosas, esta bobería, no nos podemos distraer. We have a mission, and it is to carry out the good news in word and action, in the way that we help and in the way that we receive the help. Tenemos una misión y es, somos enviados a compartir donde quiera que vayamos las buenas nuevas de salvación a la gente, al pueblo, y le puedo decir, no dejándonos ser distraídos por las cosas personales. Because the kingdom of God is wider, greater, beyond anything that we can imagine. Porque el reino de Dios, la cosecha es más, el trabajo es más de lo que jamás podamos imaginarnos. Go out to the world, vayan al mundo, lleven las buenas nuevas, that the kingdom of God is here for all. Lleven las buenas nuevas de que el reino de Dios está aquí para todos y todas. The good news not about how talented our individual selves are, but how great God's love is for all. Las buenas nuevas no de qué personalidad tiene la pastora, qué buena prédica, no. Las buenas nuevas de la salvación y del amor de Dios para todos. Knowing that this is an uphill journey, sabiendo que esto es, ¿cómo se dice? Cuesta arriba. Knowing that we have been told that this is going to be difficult. It's part of the mission. It's part of la misión. So be hospitable, but also be good about receiving hospitality. Así que sí, seamos hospitalarios. Thank you, my love. Thank you, my love. For my shirt. So, seamos hospitalarios, pero también seamos buenos recibiendo ayuda y hospitalidad de otras personas. People don't listen what you have to say. What do? Shake it off. Si no, la gente no recibe, sacúdaselo porque no se trata de usted. This is not about you. And bring healing to wherever you go. Trae sanidad con usted, contigo, donde quiera que vaya. Be aware of what you're carrying with you. What baggage do we carry with you? And Jesus said, leave it all behind. Leave it all behind. Déjelo atrás. Ese pesar, esa carga, déjalo atrás porque si va a interferir. We're bringing ourselves, we're bringing the good news of Christ, the good news for all who may need it and who may want it. We got to make sure not to bring with us our jadedness and our exhaustion, right? Nuestro cansancio, nuestro hastío, no lo llevemos. Vamos a asegurarnos de que no carguemos eso e infectemos a todo el mundo. What are you bringing with you in this journey? ¿Qué va a cargar usted consigo en este viaje? What are you bringing? How are you going to share the news? And these are questions that I can't answer for you. These are choices and decisions that you have to make. Estas son preguntas y decisiones que usted tiene que hacer por sí mismo, que yo no le puedo contestar. ¿Qué es lo que va a traer con usted en este viaje? ¿Qué es lo que va a compartir en esta misión? We have a mission and we have instructions. Tenemos una misión y tenemos instrucciones. Share the good news to all. Say that with me. Comparte las buenas nuevas con todos. Beautiful. Be gracious. Tenga gracia. And bring healing. Y trae sanidad. That's the mission. Are you ready? You're welcome to rise so that we may pray together. Les invito a estar en pie para que podamos orar juntos.